Have you ever found yourself thinking, hold on, I'm doing everything right. I'm patient. I'm praying. I'm planning. I'm trying. So why isn't anything changing? If that's where you are, welcome. This episode is for you. And for my teachers and educators who give more than you can ever give back some days, I see the invisible effort you pour into the world. Today, we're talking about a powerful and spiritual truth that most people never learn how to navigate well. What to do in the hidden season, the uncomfortable space between who you were and who you're becoming, where progress exists, but results don't yet show their face.
Life is always moving, like waves on the ocean. Some rise gentle, some crash hard, but every wave carries the chance to begin again. I'm Vanessa, and welcome to Waves of Change, a space for mindset, mindfulness, and the things that truly matter. Together we'll pause, breathe, and remember, you're never too late, and your peace is never too far.
There's a principle most growth journeys forget. The hidden season, the time where everything is happening underneath the surface. Think about a seed underground. It's growing, it's stretching, it's rooting itself so deeply that storms won't rip it apart later. But from above the soil, silence, stillness, no proof of progress. Educators, you live by this principle every day. That student who still isn't getting it suddenly blossoms in May. But didn't that breakthrough begin back in September when you planted what nobody else could see? Just because a blessing is hidden doesn't mean it isn't real. You're building below the surface right now. Strength, endurance, wisdom, spiritual alignment. The seed isn't stuck. The seed is secure. This season might be the most important in your life. But here's where we get stuck. We think results come from doing more. Work harder, say yes more, be perfect, stay late, squeeze more from a dry well. But the nervous system doesn't bloom under pressure. It blooms under safety. Sometimes what delays the result is the healing you're avoiding. Burnout doesn't mean you're weak. It means your body wants to be included in the plan. Pause. Your dream don't disappear if you rest. You might disappear if you don't. Let me take you into my own hidden season. I prayed. I prepared, I planned, I had my retirement lined up. Y'all remember I talked about that a couple of months ago. The timing felt divine. Everything looked yes, and then no. No retirement, no to the next chapter happening right now, no to the timeline I meticulously mapped out. I'm thinking about Mauritius. I remember staring at that screen thinking, God, I followed your instructions. Why does this feel like punishment? But then I heard that quiet conviction in my spirit. This is not punishment. This is pruning. See, pruning feels violent to a branch, but it's actually making room for the fruit. That no led me to new opportunities at work, deeper clarity about my real purpose, a stronger calling to educators and wellness. This channel, this message, this moment, what feels like a setback was actually sacred positioning. Sometimes God delays the visible so he can strengthen the roots. Every season has a spiritual timeline. You can't microwave what God is marinating. And maybe, just maybe, you're being stretched into the version of you who can carry the blessing without cracking under its weight. Affirm this with me. I am not buried. I am planted. Educators, you've said those words to your students in different forms over the years. Keep going. I promise you it's working, even when you can't see it. Now it's your turn to believe it about yourself. Delay is not denial. Preparation is not punishment. And a seed is never more alive than when it's underground. Place your hand on your heart for me. Inhale. Trust the unseen. Exhale. Release the pressure to bloom on demand. And say this with me softly. What is meant for me is already growing towards me. My only job is to stay rooted. You are in your hidden season right now. And there's holy work happening in the dark. If this episode brought you peace or clarity, Do me a favor and press that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who is quietly doubting their progress. Because we rise highest together. Hey y'all, I'm Vanessa, and this is Waves of Change. Thank you so much for joining me today. And remember, you're never too late, and your peace is never too far. Bye now.